I love you, man. I got my MTV out. Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
Go ahead, because I run shit here, nigga. You feel me? I run shit.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Little Rod ain't worth giving his kingdom to if we don't control his publishing. I can solve his efforts with 3 other human beings. He's eating at our table, and I like his backstory, but you need to have other people. It's hard to work with him unless we have his power. He's a piece of shit human, but we do not need his talent unless we can work with him.
Sean Diddy Combs is hitting back hard against a lawsuit from a former employee, claiming the accusations are just a tactic to pressure him into a settlement by making sensational claims public. NBC News got its hands on a motion filed by Combs' legal team, aiming to get the lawsuit thrown out. The lawsuit was originally filed by attorney Tyrone Blackburn on behalf of music producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York this past Monday. Jones initially claimed in a February lawsuit that Combs sexually harassed, and threatened him during his employment from September 2022 to November 2023. Jones is seeking $30 million in damages. Things escalated in March when an amended complaint accused Combs of being involved in a RICO enterprise and participating in a sex trafficking venture.
For the people that don't know what that term is, that's a female that runs an international sex ring. And you made a comment on one of your lives saying that Diddy, he was connected to an international sex ring. If you don't mind, can you break that down? How you know about that?
Well, see, the international madam, what happens is that you got to realize that I had said something on my program before that you have promoters who Puff won't give a party tonight. They'll call like 10, 15 promoters. Yo, I need 10 girls, I need 15 girls, I need 50 girls, I need 75 girls, I need one. And those guys get paid for those girls coming to the parties. Y'all didn't know that, did y'all? You know what I'm saying? They'll call those girls up and say, yo, I got free tickets for y'all to go to Puff party. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is dress up. You know you gotta get fly or you ain't gonna come in the party. They ain't gonna let you in the party. They have a guest list right there. But those guys get paid off that guest list. You understand? This is how they used to do it back in the day. So it was this girl, you understand? And she was Nieves. I'm not gonna say her full name. You understand? She was one of the girls who used to work, as a madam. But she also sold narcotics to her clients and to her girl. You understand?
In their motion, Combs' team argues that Jones is trying to dress up a run-of-the-mill commercial disagreement as a salacious RICO conspiracy. Combs has flat-out denied all of Jones's allegations, but Gene Deal believes it's worth taking the stand against Diddy, especially since he's done it to other people like Kim Porter before.
Yo, you could have killed him because she hit an artery. You understand? And I would tell her how I saw how Kim looked and I would testify to everything if I was told to. If I was brought in to testify against that. You understand? I'm not gonna sit there and wait in jail for him. Nah, I wouldn't do that.
So you don't have no problem testifying?
I have no problem sitting in the court of law, doing my due diligence and testifying on stuff that I already spoke of on the internet. When I talked about him abusing Kim and she had to cut his wrist to get him off of me, I would tell what I saw when I went to the hospital. I have no problem. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody thinks. If I've already said it on the internet, if I've already said it on different platforms and programs, why wouldn't I? I have no problem with saying the relationship with him and Keefe D.
In a recent interview, Jones didn't mince words when talking to Rolling Stone about Combs, standing by every shocking detail in his complaint. "He's a monster," Jones said bluntly. "He'll do whatever is necessary to get exactly what he wants. He doesn't take no for an answer. He told me himself, 'I'll smack my mama.' Anybody who can say that even jokingly is a monster. He's nothing to be played with. For a person whose brand is Love Records and changed their name to Love and named their kid Love, he doesn't show love, he's just marketing." Let's not forget, Rodney Jones was also one of the first people to claim that Diddy was in fact behind the 1999 club shooting involving Shine and J-Lo.
In his mind, if you read the documents, in his mind, he was so scared that when he went to other people in the camp and said, "Why did he treat me? Why did he doing this and doing that?" They said, "Oh, he just playing with you because he love you. He like you." He was, no, he was trying to put that, instill that fear in you that he had in you. And he won.
Yeah, that does make sense, man. And me looking at this lawsuit, he's also, alleging that he met Cuban Gooding Jr. through Diddy on Diddy Yacht. And it even got to a point where he started touching him on his, upper inner thigh near his groin, according to him.
Did you see the picture?
Nah, I didn't get to see it, but
Oh my God. Yo, listen to me, man. I don't know if it was what they call it when you take two pictures and they put it together and stuff like that. What they call it when they put the pictures together and it don't belong together, but they put it together. Whatever.
Side by side.
Yeah, whatever they call that. Cuban Gooding Jr. was so close to that man. I would thought that was his lady. That's how close he was to him. And then his hands all on his leg and everything. It was crazy, bro. I don't even believe that. So when you see Cuban Gooding fighting a case here in New York, when he said the girl was saying that he was groping her and everything like that, I'm glad they didn't show that picture at his trial. Because he would have been guilty. That's how close he was to that kid, man.
So you seeing on pictures, do you believe his claims?
Yeah, I believe his claims. If somebody put something in Cuban Gooding Jr. ear that this was fresh meat, or see can you break him, or see can you do something? Because don't no other man be that close to no other man, for that reason. Come on, bro. That's crazy.
Hey, do you know him? Have you ever met him before?
No, I don't think I met him before. Cuba, I can't recall me, though.
Jones filed his case on February 26th in New York federal court, seeking $30 million in damages. Combs' attorney, Erica Wolf, fired back in a statement to The Hollywood Reporter, saying, "Mr. Jones' lawsuit is pure fiction, a shameless attempt to create media hype and extract a quick settlement. There was no RICO conspiracy, and Mr. Jones was not threatened, groomed, assaulted, or trapped. We look forward to proving, in a court of law, that all of Mr. Jones's claims are made up and must be dismissed."
By Cassie. She claims that, she hid out at a friend's house in Florida after, Diddy put hands on her. And she said that she was tracked down by a guy named James Cruz, the president of Bad Boy Management. You know anything about that?
James Cruz and Paul Pierre always been Diddy's flunkies, especially Hard Pierre. That's why he's being sued right now too by one of his assistants and stuff like that, because I guess he learned from his boss. But James Cruz used to work for 50, but he worked for Diddy first. So them niggas was always scum buckets, man.
Right. But speaking of Harvey Pierre, how do you feel about him getting accused of sexual?
Like I said, anything that has to do with those sexual, those people have to prove that. But are they capable? Yeah, they're capable. Look at the atmosphere. They in the music industry. They in the music business. They set up those type of, they learn the tricks of the trade. For instance, Guys don't put those pills that they get to the girls in the champagne bottles because they popping them in front of them. Most of those girls, especially if they like mixed drinks, you understand, they see the bottles when they open them and they trying to keep their eyes on because they don't want to get no kind of put in their system. But what they don't understand is in the orange juice and it's in the cranberry juice. They done put the pills and the stuff in there, the roofies, the ecstasy, the ease, all whatever they put it in the juice. Now, those girls who like the mixed drinks, you understand what I'm saying? They gonna pull their own sexual act because they don't understand it ain't in the bottles, it's in the juice. Those guys, they learn that and they put it to those girls who don't know no better.
He went in his bathroom attached to the studio and summoned me and DeForest. He asked me if I had a $100 bill. There were 3 white lines on the sink. He was asking me to do something I've never done before. It was awkward. He was trying to get me to do some I don't want to judge anybody, but that's at the top of my list of things I'm afraid to do. According to Jones's legal filing, this was just one of many crimes he witnessed while working with Combs, including an accusation that the mogul was involved in a shooting at a recording studio in 2022.
And he's also alleging that, Diddy and his son Justin shot a producer named G, and they told him not to say anything and say it was a drive-by.
Right.
You heard about that, yo?
And that's the whole thing about it. When Diddy told the people that was in the I guess at the studio that time, that said that it was a drive-by, this is what the little girl, not a little girl, I'm sorry about that. Her name is Tiffany Red. Just what she was speaking about on her thing, bro. She was saying like, in order to get in that studio, you gotta be buzzed in about 3 or 4, you gotta get buzzed in 2 or 3 times. There's no blood coming from the outside to the inside. He got pictures. I saw the pictures. He got pictures of all the blood and everything in the bathroom. He took pictures, bro. Now, Diddy is messing with an investigation of a shooting. If he told people to lie and tell the cops that it was a drive-by, and then he had people that he had hired, that people that he knew that was cops and there's friends of his that came in, that talked to the people, that's instruction. Was it instruction? He's instructing of justice when he's trying to interfere with an investigation. He could be charged with that because nobody was ever found in the shooting. So that case can still be open because that kid was shot. Obstruction of justice, that's what it is. He obstructed justice because whoever shot that kid in the bathroom, well, it was Justin or Diddy. One of them did it because 3 of them went in the bathroom together. G, Justin, and Diddy. One got shot. Unless the kid gonna say he shot himself. But Diddy still obstructed justice because he had everybody, he told the people in the studio, he told all the people, and he lied and paid everybody off to lie. He probably paid the guy off who got shot and said, yo, man, listen here, take this money and say that it was a drive-by. So if the DA wanted to get him on something, that's enough right there. That's a criminal act. That's an open case. But the police know it's a lie anyway. You know why?
Watch that.
Any of those studios, anybody that have insurance on a facility have to have surveillance cameras a certain amount of feet away from your facility. So if it was a drive-by, they would have to go to the videotape and the surrounding videotape. So they knew that was a lie.
Now, Jones says he's in hiding and struggling to get his music picked up or distributed due to Combs' influence in the industry. Because of this lawsuit, most people don't want to come near working with me for whatever reasons, whether they've been in partnership with Puff or they want to just sit back and see what happens, Jones told Rolling Stone. He's a gatekeeper in the music industry, Jones added.
Our justice system is messed up, brother, because if you ask those ladies who are coming out now, they probably tried to get a lawyer to take it long time ago, but they wouldn't because of the powers that be. Now that Puff is losing that power, lawyers are willing to go to court and try to get money from him, from their clients and what people are saying he did to them.
Do you believe everything that she said? Do you think it's all accurate?
I believe what he paid for.
What do you mean by what he paid for? Oh, you mean the 30? Okay, you talking about the settlement that happened the next day.
Right.
So everything that was in the lawsuit.
I don't know all the things that were said, but you're not gonna pay for nothing that you didn't do.
Why do you think it took so long for people to come out and say something?
Like I said before, I don't think it took so long. It took somebody with celebrity status who had a legal team that was willing to go to war for her in order to get some justice for her in a compensation matter in a civil suit. I believe there is a lot of guys, a lot of people in that industry that have done things and people can't get lawyers to go to bat for them.
Yeah, there's been a long list of other celebrities since this happened that it came out, and a lot of other celebrities started to get sued. What do you think about that list? And, is there anything there that you've heard about?
Well, I've heard about a couple of things, but you got to realize is that it's what they can prove. Like with this Weinstein thing, Weinstein, just take Jimmy Iovine for example. Jimmy Iovine got a lawsuit, but you don't see it on the news. Why? Why you don't see it on the news? People have been coming out saying things that he said that he did to them, but because his publicists and the people at that be is not allowing that to go down on him. Puff did some things to some powerful people that they're calling in their friends and everything, and everybody's taking their hands off of him. So now he's no longer the altar boy, and he's not in their club anymore. Did you hear him on Jimmy Kimmel? He said, "Yo, I thought we was friends." Jimmy Kimmel knew he wasn't supposed to ask Puff anything about me, but he's not part of the boys club anymore.
And it's not surprising that Lil Rod feels there's a threat to his life, since he has a habit of being very violent and taking the lives of people he feels threatened by. I mean, Biggie is one example.
So check this out. P. Diddy on Biggie's car when the night Biggie got shot, they put a sticker on like the tires.
I seen that.
So it marked which one was Biggie's. And then that's when he got assassinated.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Watch this clip.
Puffy has been making money off of Biggie's name for longer than Biggie was alive. People keep forgetting He hadn't turned 25 yet. He was still 24 when he died. It's been over 25 years. Puffy has been making money on that boy's name longer than he lived. It supported all of Bad Boy. His catalog. Clearly, a Biggie Smalls verse.
Pretty much all of them died from either a heart attack, except for Kim. So check this out, yo. So 3 of the guys died of a heart attack.
Not to mention, Kim Porter also died under very mysterious circumstances.
Kim Porter, do you know anything about her book? Because there's always been a rumor for a while now that, you know, she got killed because she was exposing a lot of stuff in her book. Is there any truth to that?
Unless they can hide unless she did her book on Google Duo and it's in the clouds and they could get somebody to get it out of there, she ain't got no book. It's just a conspiracy. Kim, it was alleged that she did have a book and that her book was about to come out. And she was talking about all the perils, everything that she went through in the music business and with Diddy. All the men that they slept with together, because there were men that they slept with together. There were swinging times that they slept with together. I don't know, man. How do you put your girl through some shit like that? Or how you look at your girl and knowing that she sexing another dude? What kind of demonic mind you have to be that far gone where that shit don't bother you for somebody that you love? But Kim Book was going to express all that. And I hope she did her book on Google Docs or she did her book somewhere that is floating in the cloud of the internet that somebody could go get it one day. Because any picture you take, anything that you write or say, it's in that internet cloud. You just gotta go get it. And one day, somebody gonna go get it. But I'm sure that he probably got hold to those tablets or whatever she had, allegedly, and got rid of them. They swimming with the fishes.
Wow, man. So she was about to expose all that in her book, them sleeping with men together.
She was gonna expose everything. I heard it was tell all.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Just curious, right? Did you know that Diddy and Kim had that type of relationship back then in real time?
Yeah. Yep. Because I know somebody personally that lives in Atlanta that was swinging with them, and I would never mention his name because he's a good brother and he knows my family down there. You know, he knows my family down there, and I would never, put his name out there like that. He's been in the music business. He done put a lot of groups, A-listed groups out there, especially A-listed groups from Atlanta. So I would never put his name out there like that. But, I got the key, I got the pass key to everything. But then when, they needed more ice or they needed bottles and stuff like that, when I used to go to the door and I knock on the door and they open the door and then, my nosy ass, whoa, you see certain shit. Or they sitting in the jacuzzi together, all of them, nothing on. You see shit like that, bro. It is what it is.
That's all for the video, folks. Thanks for watching.